all, welcome to MathX. Have you ever solved a Rubik Cube? Don't worry, I'm not going to teach you a cube. But if you have ever solved it, you will know that if you solve it by that standard method and if you practice it really hard, you still require around 25 to 30 seconds. If you want to improve your timing, you need to learn better shortcuts like OLL, PLL. Same is the case if you want to find the square of a two-digit number. If you go by usual method, you would still require 3 to 4 seconds. But if you want to improve your timing, you need to learn better shortcut. And today I'm going to teach you some such shortcuts. But before we start, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do it now. So first let us learn the normal shortcut. For example, you want to find the square of 48. Make 4 columns like this and 2 more just below it, leaving this 2 part. Now what is the square of 4? 16. Square of 8? 64. 4 8s are 32. 32 2s are 64. And just add up everything. So that's the answer. Let us take one more example. Square of 82. Again, make 4 columns here and 2 here. Square of 8 is 64. Square of 2 is 4, but it is single digit and we need 2 digits. So 0, 4. 8 2s are 16. 16 2s are 32. And just do the total. 6724. That's the answer. And now let us move to our advanced technique to find the square of numbers from 25 to 75. But before we can do this, we must remember square of 1 to 25. 1 to 10 are pretty easy. You all must be already knowing it. From 11 to 20, if you look at some pattern over here, it will help you probably to remember it. You can see that 1, 4, 9, 6 is repeated again from in the reverse direction. 1, 4, 9, 6. Also, you know finding square of number ending with 5 is very easy. 25, 2 comes after 1, so 1 2s are 2. So this also should be easy. This is easy. And now for the remaining, you can try forming your own tricks as to, for example, this is 7. So you can figure out that this is 7, 8, 9. Or probably if this is 8, 8 3s are 24. So you can just form few tricks and then you can say that this 1 comes 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Then this 2 comes 3 times, 1, 2, 3. Then 3 comes 2 times and 4 come only once. So if you try to observe this pattern, it will help you to remember these squares. So just by heart all these squares before we move further. Also over here, this is easy to find out using a shortcut. Also the pattern here 1, 4, 9, 6, the same pattern is repeated here also. 2 are from 4, 2 are starting from number 5. And so just have a look at it again and again for a few days and you will just remember it. So here I have drawn this line which is indicating the number from 25 to 75. 50 is in the center. Now let us focus on this part which indicates number from 50 to 75. If we want to find out square of any number which lies here, that is between 50 and 75, we can use this method. That is, first we need to find the difference of that number from 50. Let's do it with the example 54. We need to find the square of that. So what is the difference of 54 from 50? 4. So difference is 4. What is square of that 4? 16. So we write 16 here. And now for the third step, you want to find 25 plus the difference. 25 plus 4 is 29. And that's your answer. Let us take one more bigger example. We want to find the square of 69. Now 69 is how far from 50? 19 digits away. So difference is 19. What is the square of 19? So that's why you want to remember all those 1 to 25 squares by heart. Square of 19 is 361. So you write down 61 here because you need only 2 digits. The third will go as a carryover. And now this step. 25 plus 19. Difference was 19. 25 plus 19 is 44 and 44 plus 3 is 47. So this is your answer. Now let us focus on these numbers, that is, which are between 25 and 50. The method remains almost the same except for one difference. You first find out the difference from 50, then you do d square. But here, instead of addition, you will be doing the subtraction. Now let's try with the help of the example. For example, you want to find out square of 43. So what is the difference here? Difference from 50. So 50 minus 43 is 7. You know your d is 7, so your d square is 49. So that you just write down here. And now for your next step, you want to find the difference between 25 and 7. So what is 25 minus 7? 18. So that's your answer. Let us take one more example, square of 39. Now 39, how far is it from 50? That is, what is difference between 50 and 39? 11. So your d is 11. So what is the square of 11? 121. That's a 3-digit number. We need only 2 digits, so 21, and 1 will stay as a carryover. And now we need to find out 25 and d, difference minus the difference. Instead of doing addition as what we used to do for these numbers, here we are going to subtract that difference from 25. Okay, so what is 25 minus 11? It is 14, but this 1 is a carryover. So final answer would be 15. So 1521. Now let us consider this number line. It has numbers from 75 to 125 with 100 in the center. So let us first focus on this part. That is, if we have any number between 100 and 125, how do we find the square of that? So here also the technique is basically same. First you find the difference, but instead of finding a difference from 50, because now 100 is in the center, we'll be finding difference from 100. Then the next step is same, we will be doing the square of the difference. But now here there is a major change. There we used to add up the number in this number 25. But here we'll be adding up the difference in the number itself. Okay, so that's one major difference when you are considering the number between 75 and 125. So let us understand with the example. 117, we want to find the square of that. So first, what is the difference between this number and 100? Difference is 17. So our d is 17. What is square of 17? 289. So just write down 89 and 2 goes as a carryover. Now that difference 17, we need to add this time in the number itself. So 117 plus 17, 134 plus this 2. So 136. And now next example, square of 121. What is the difference between 121 and 100? Difference is 21. So what's the square of 21? 441. 3-digit number, we need only 2 digits. So we'll be taking 41 here and 4 would be carryover. Now you add the difference to the number itself. Difference is 21. Adding it to the number, it becomes 121 plus 21, that is 142. But 4 is a carryover. So 142 plus 4 is 146. Now let us focus on numbers from 75 to 100. Here again the method remains same. You first find the difference of that number from 100. Then you do the square of that number. But this step is different. Instead of doing addition of difference to the number, we'll be subtracting our difference from the number. That's the only difference. Let's understand with the example. We want to find the square of 98, which falls here. So what is the difference of this from 100? The difference is 2. So what is square of this difference? 4. But 4 is a single digit. We need 2 digits. So we'll be writing 0, 4. And now you have to subtract the difference from the number. The difference was 2 and you subtract it from 98. So your answer is 96. And for the next example, square of 92. So 92, how far is it from 100? The difference is 8. Square of 8, 64. And now this difference you'll be subtracting from the number. So 8 subtracted from 92 and that becomes 84. So your answer is 8464. This technique requires little practice. But once you practice and master it, believe me, you can find square of any number from 25 to 125 in just 2 to 3 seconds. Just like the OLL PLL of your Rubik cubes. If you have any difficulty in doing this technique, do write to me in comment section below. I'll help you out. And also let me know what would you love to learn next. And stay tuned as I'll be posting such interesting videos every week.